Marissa May. In this video, we'll be looking at solving an equation containing a square root. Now, notice in my equation that I have the square root all by itself on one side of the equation. That's good. We need to have that in order to be able to square both sides. You'll notice that I'm using parentheses because I want to make sure that I multiply correctly. So when on the left we square the square root, we are left with just what's inside. However, on the right side, we're going to need to multiply that x plus 2 times itself using the FOIL method. First times outside, first times first, outside, inside, and then last. That's going to give us x to the second plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. Now let's get all of our terms on the right side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract the 8x and subtract the 1. That leaves me with a 0 over here on the left, and I have x to the second. Notice my x's. 2x plus 2x is 4x. Minus 8x gives me minus 4x. And then finally, my 4 minus 1 gives me plus 3. All right, now that we have the equation equal to 0, we'll go ahead and factor. That just means we're going to find two parentheses that when multiplied together would give us x to the second minus 4x plus 3. So I know there'll be an x and an x here. So since x times x would give us the x squared that's in the first position. Next, we need to ask ourselves what two numbers will multiply to give me positive 3, but add to give me negative 4. What two numbers multiply to give me positive 3, but add to give me negative 4? That's going to be negative 3 and negative 1. It doesn't matter which order you put them in the parentheses. So now I'm going to take each parentheses and set it equal to 0. And I'm going to solve. So I'll add 3 to both sides. That gives me x equals 3. I'll add 1 to both sides. So that gives me x equals 1. Now, because there was a square root in the problem, we have to be very careful with our solutions. We have to make sure they are actually solutions. And so what we have to do is to go back and substitute our solutions and make sure that we get a true statement. So 8 times 3 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So we're saying the square root of 25 is 5. That's a true statement. So that lets us know that x equals 3 is a solution here. We'll do the same for 1. So 8 times 1 plus 1 gives us 8 plus 1, which is square root of 9. And that we're saying is equal to 1 plus 2 or 3. So yes. So both of my solutions here are solutions. You definitely want to check when you are working with an equation that has a square root in it. Sometimes it will produce what's called an erroneous solution. That just means it's a solution that when we plug it back in, it doesn't yield a true statement. So you would want to eliminate that solution from your final answer.